So we went and watched Wise Children by Emma Rice at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre the other week, and I thought it was really good. I liked the whole set was really cool, and at the beginning, like all the cast came on and started to like warm up while we were all kind of like waiting for it to start, which I thought was brilliant. The set was, I would say, was quite minimal, but also had like parts of it. So the flooring had been put in to make kind of like an old-fashioned wooden floor, but also had a massive caravan in the corner, which that doubled as like a house, or where they all like lived. They jumped on top of it and things like that. Which, although it was quite minimal, that was something that stood out for me. And I loved all the lights. And like at the back, they had Wise Children in lights, which throughout the piece like changed to make different things. So instead of it saying Wise Children, it said like Wild. But so the story is about two twins who were born on Shakespeare's birthday, and you kind of like see them through different stages of their life. I really liked Emma Rice's kind of blind casting. So at one point it was two little girls, and then at the next bit there was a woman and a black guy both playing the twins, which I thought it's quite forward thinking, I think, in the fact that she wasn't looking for like the stereotypical looks of the character or being consistent, because at the end of the day it's just like the essence of the character. But yeah, overall I thought it was like really good. I loved the dialogue. I loved the sections of songs, like they'd written some of themselves. They used parts and from different songs. I feel like it's a good kind of starting point and reference point that we can use when we do A Midsummer Night's Dream, because I think like blind casting and the set and like the movements and songs are all stuff that we can incorporate into it, that not necessarily like massive numbers, but like where there's points in the production where we can add song. I think we should use it. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. The story was sometimes in parts hard to follow, but they had the twins. They had two of them, Nora and Dora, at the end, or like through the whole thing, were these two old women who were kind of narrating the whole piece, that kind of reiterated stuff if it was kind of difficult to understand, which I thought was quite good, because there were points in it that were difficult to follow. But yeah, overall, brilliant, 10 out of 10.